So since today I got Mr. Big Man Tehuti in the house, I'm gonna let him fucking roast me, okay, with the cards, cause like it's a fucking honor, excuse me. So feel free to watch. Also, if it resonates, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? This was not intended to be a collective message, but knowing the magical, mystical ways of our deities, it could very well be, right? As I was shuffling, like I was just shuffling the cards a little bit after my channeled message that I just did, and a couple of cards kept popping out, and they were all really good cards, but the one that kept coming out was the Six of Wands, so I want to know why. Okay, so Six of Wands, Seven of Wands at the bottom. So what I'm getting here is that I'm going to say you, but I'm channeling, okay? Just follow me. So I'm going to say that you've been in survival mode for so long, and you're finally starting to feel safe enough to come out of your survival mode and actually start to slow down and live in the moment and like really understand what that means in terms of sweetening your life, right? You're really taking into account your external world, the things that are around you, and how you affect them just as much as they affect you, right? Whereas your whole life going forward, you might have thought that like everybody's actions dictated your reality. Now you're starting to understand that it's you and what you want for your reality going forward. So you're just starting to really spend a lot of time curating your world and decorating the world around you as you would your room, right? Decorating your room and, you know, really perfecting your room. I feel like everybody does this. Everybody sits there and adds tiny little trinkets here and there to their room, and they fine-tune things and they move things around because you spend a lot of time in your room. And if you don't, I think that is also a reflection of your inner world, right? If you have a very structured, organized room, very clean, very minimal, no like personal effects, no like color or anything, I feel like that also speaks to something that was trained within you, and you feel like you can't express yourself in your own room, right? That's also worth exploring. But for those of you who are decorating your world right now, meaning putting a little putting a little flair on the way that you perceive the world, the way that you are in the world, decorating your moments with energy, right? Seeing that you have the ability to slow down time and spend time painting on top of the picture that's in front of you and trying to make it your own. Wheel of Fortune. I told you, these are big cards, dude. Okay, alright, cool, let's talk about it. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords, Two of Cups. So there's a big shift going on with you right now with your World card and your Wheel of Fortune card, because let's be honest, those are the two biggest fucking cards in the deck, and they're right here. They're right here for you. So with this conflict you have in the middle, this is conflict that still lingers, but it doesn't feel to me like anything serious or path threatening. It's just a little senseless chaos. If you work with Loki, there's the senseless chaos. But other than working with Loki, you probably do have some random senseless chaos, things like gossip, things like jealousy, things like that linger in the 3D world. There's nothing we can really do about that, but you're being called to take a look at how you still react to those things. Are you still reacting to those things the way that you did when you were younger, or have you also edited the way that you are in bad situations, right? You cannot understand how you react in bad situations until you are put in bad situations. So the same way you are being put in good situations to prove that you can shine through it, you're also being put in bad situations to prove that you can also shine through it. So be very careful how you are maneuvering through your bad situations, okay? because that is being observed just as much as the good you do in good situations, right? When you're in good situations, you still have to check yourself. You still have to have gratitude in that moment. You have to understand that did not come from just you. That came from a higher power, right? Whatever higher power you believe in, that came from something outside of yourself, and you have to be grateful for that. You have to show gratitude, and you have to let love in. You have to tell yourself that you are worthy of receiving. Period. You are worthy of receiving. Period. You don't have to add anything else to the end of that. You can, but start there. If you were making a list, at the top of the list on the big part of the page, write, I am worthy of receiving, period. And then you can expand from there. I am worthy of receiving abundance. I am worthy of receiving love. I am worthy of receiving nurture. I am worthy of receiving me time. I am worthy of receiving money from strangers. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Take the time, and of course, I used a writing exercise as an example here because it's Thoth. But take close look at who you are when shit hits the fan. And I don't mean like something normal like losing your job. Okay, I know that's not normal, but also to those of us in the shitty working world, it is normal, right? But I mean in the really bad moments where you're about to like fucking hit somebody, you know, like, are you able to still be as consciously aware of yourself in those moments as you are in every other moment? Because you're doing life gracefully, but if you still have shadows, the divine will shine a light on them. So this is just clearing out the attic. We've been talking about this for a long time. We're clearing out the attic right now, and that's what this exercise is. So don't be surprised if random chaos happens to you, right? Or if a random chaos event just happened to you recently. It could be on a wavering scale, but I'm not saying something bad's gonna happen. I'm saying don't be surprised if it does, and navigate it with grace, okay? Because you're being watched. You're not being watched in a creepy way. You're being watched like on your growth. Your teachers are monitoring how you are taking this exam. You know, are you cheating? Are you using your phone? Are you looking at the kids around you? Or are you actually doing it yourself and you are kicking ass because you studied, right? So that Six of Wands is like loud and fucking proud up here, and it literally came out 3 times for me in the pre-shuffle the way the Tower did the other day. So that means maybe the Tower has hit for you, or, you know, maybe it's lingering, but it feels like this Six of Wands has prevailed over the Tower. The way the Tower came out for me 3 times the other day, now the Six of Wands is coming out 3 times today. So it feels like maybe there is an energy overlying throughout the wavering timeline situation, which is victory over something. And I'm feeling it is victory over how you reacted in a situation, right? When you were really tested, did you act through bravery against your better judgment, or did you do something stupid, right? Did you put your teachings into practice in that moment as well, right? Did you understand that that moment was connected to your journey, or did you see it as random senseless chaos? So here's my chance for more random senseless chaos, right? It's might have just happened for you, but the fact of the matter is, I think you did it well. If it hasn't happened yet, I think you will do it well. And I think that you're learning to move through more situations with grace, and I feel like I'm gonna need a fucking part 2. What did I just say about the Tower? What did I just say about the Tower? Stop it. Stop the star at the bottom. I don't need a part 2. That was just saying it's the star after the Tower. It's confirming my timeline. Oh, that was really sweet.